Hello everyone. Today I am doing a video on my lesson 3 for crocheting, and this one is going to be about crocheting in the round, so I'll tell you what that is in a second. But before, I just wanted to show you my newest creation, or latest, and this is my adorable slice of pie. There's a little whipped cream and a smile. If you keep on crocheting enough, then you will have the skills to crochet these adorable little things like this blueberry and the pie. And if you want to know more of the things that I crochet, then go check out my video on my crochet creations tour. So now let's get into the lesson. What you are going to need is some yarn, as always, and some crochet hooks. This is in a case of lots of them, different sizes. And as I said, different size crochet hooks will match different sizes of yarn. And then you're going to decide to cut your yarn with, which could be scissors, maybe it could be a knife, I don't know. And so the first step to crocheting in the round, I'll just tell you what that is. Crocheting in the round is how you start off projects. So right here you see that I'm not crocheting like I taught you earlier. So crocheting in the round is kind of like going in a big spiral like this, whereas this pie is actually made with crocheting with rows, like this. But you can make much more things with crocheting in the round, and it's a very good skill to have. So I'm going to teach you. So there are lots of different ways to start off your round, but I'm going to show you a couple of them. Try to find my end of my yarn. I'm going to take the end of your yarn. The first one is how to make a magic circle. And I'm going to take my yarn like this, and I'm going to put my pinky over it like that and hold it in place. Then I'm going to wrap it around the back and bring it around like this. Then you're going to just cross it like that and bring it around again. So you'll have it look like that here and an X here. So now I'm going to get my crochet hook out, and I'm going to take this side that's not crossed. I'm going to put my crochet hook in the first side like this. I'm going to grab this and pull it through. Then I'm going to grab this and pull it through that. So that is a magic circle. You're just going to release this, and this is where you'll put your single crochet. So basically single crochet, I taught you it in different lessons, so go check that out if you don't know how. But basically that. And I like to start off my round with 6 single crochet, but you can start out with 5 or 4, 3, really whatever you want. So I'm going to start out with 6 this time. Oops. Okay, just like that. And then to make this into a circle, you're going to pull this to tighten. Like that. And then you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what I like to do is slip stitch in this first stitch here. It might be really small, so it might be kind of hard to go into, but I like to slip stitch. And if you guys don't know what slip stitch is, just go into the stitch, pull through some yarn, pull it through both loops, just like that. So that is one method, and also my favorite method. I think it's the easiest. I'll show you one more because it might be a little easier for beginners, because it's basically just a chain and it's the same thing, maybe a little easier and simpler. If you guys want to know what that method is called, it is called the magic ring / circle, or it can also be known as the adjustable ring. So yeah, that's my favorite, but I'll show you another one. I'm going to start off with a chain. So if you guys don't know how to chain, check out my other videos. Basically make a slip knot, and grab your crochet hook, put it in, tighten, and then to chain, basically just pull through, just like that. Turn over and then pull through. So I'm going to chain, let's just do 4, but it can be, a little more, a little less. So now I'm going to slip stitch in my first chain right here, and then do my slip stitch. Just like that. And then you can see the center is right there. The center is where you will do those single crochet. So I don't think I need to do this again because I taught you that in when I did the magic circle, but it's basically the exact same thing except a little more simple for beginners. The only bad thing about this is that it's not adjustable. So if you have to make chains, it's gonna be there's gonna be a little hole in the middle just because chains are not adjustable. But it's fine because it's just a little easier for beginners. So here's what it looks like. As you can see, it has a little hole in the middle just because we did chain instead of a magic circle. And there's this thing called increasing and decreasing, which is totally key if you want to make your own stuffed animals. But if you just keep on single crocheting in the round, just going in all these stitches, those stitches, you're gonna just go in all those single crocheting. It's not gonna get any bigger. Like for example, this. It's not gonna go out like that. It's just gonna go straight up like that. So that's it's not really gonna help you to make a stuffed animal, but my next video I'm gonna show you how to increase and decrease, which are super useful. But I'm just gonna teach you or tell you right now something that's kind of interesting and I didn't really know myself, but I kind of figured it out. So I'm gonna be right back. So when you're crocheting like this, there are rounds. And with crocheting a flat project, you know when's the end because it just comes to an end. Whereas this, you could just keep on spiraling and spiraling. And you could do that, but it's easier if you do it this way because this way you can follow patterns and you know how many rounds you need to do instead of just spiraling on. So basically, there are a couple ways of keeping track of your rounds. You can keep track of your rounds using slip stitches, which I just showed you. Slip stitches help because you will see that your stitch is going to be unusually small. And I like to single crochet in that super small stitch and then slip stitch in the next one. So you could skip that stitch and slip stitch in the next one. There are lots of ways of doing this and I'm not really sure which one is right or wrong, but I just like doing it this way. So when you crochet, I'll show you once I am to the end. You'll see that your slip stitch is unusually small, and what I like to do in that stitch is just to do a regular single crochet, but the stitch after that I like to slip stitch in. So I'm not really sure you can see it, but you will know when your stitch ends because it kind of has a wall there, and you're just gonna crochet in the slip stitch and then slip stitch in the next one. So there's a more accurate and better way to do this because when you slip stitch, it makes a weird marking in your project, and people who don't want that, I didn't really realize it made that, and so I kind of stopped doing that. So that's why I use stitch markers now, which you can use anything. There are made stitch markers, but you can put anything with a stitch marker. What I like to do is in the end of your row, you can either put a pencil, anything to mark your stitch, in that stitch that you're in, or you can put it in the stitch that it made. So like right up there. I like to put in the stitch it made because it makes a more exact stitch marker. And then you basically just go around until you get to that stitch marker, and then you know that your round is over. So this is only useful when you're following patterns and they tell you a certain amount of rounds you need to do. So, and then when you get to your stitch marker, you place it again. So that's basically how it works. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next crochet lesson video, which will be lesson 4 on, I think, increasing and decreasing, and then we'll do abbreviations, following patterns, that kind of thing. So I will see you next time in another one of my crocheting videos or any other of my videos, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!